Senator John Kennedy issued a stark warning to anyone attacking ICE. But before I get into that, I'm going to show you a clip from the latest attack on an ICE agent. And this isn't just politics now, it's violence. Department of Homeland Security just reported an 830% surge in assaults on ICE agents. And while agents are getting jumped in the streets, Democrats are out here defending all the chaos. This is Andy with TrendingPolitics.com. Hit like, subscribe, and let's get into this.
An immigration raid in Mission Bay turns into a violent confrontation. In the last hour, we have learned a lot more about what went down this morning. ABC 10 News anchor Max Goldwasser is live in Mission Bay with new information from ICE. Max?
Kimberly, that new information, we're told federal agents arrested 5 undocumented immigrants, one of whom they say is a member of a violent transnational criminal organization. It all unfolded early this morning, sometime before 9 a.m. along East Mission Bay Drive. This is video from a witness who was here on the scene at that time. We have blurred it out because we're not sure if federal agents were working undercover. In the last hour, ICE released a statement that says during the course of one of the arrests, a member of the criminal organization Tren de Aragua violently resisted arrest. They say the person kicked a special agent in the chest and bit another officer in the forearm. Officers did manage to arrest that person and 4 other undocumented immigrants. Now, we're not sure which person in the first video is a member of Tren de Aragua, but we do have this second video that shows agents pulling someone from their car before they're put in handcuffs. We spoke to that man's sister, who says she was scared to learn what happened.
And when I got here, they showed me a video where they were hitting him and they were slamming him against the ground and they were grabbing him very hard, and he said to help him. But obviously, how do we help? How do we help? How do we help someone like that if they are the law? No?
Also new at this hour, ICE says it has already presented charges of assault on a federal law enforcement officer to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Live in Mission Bay, Max Goldwasser.
The numbers don't lie. Attacks on ICE agents are exploding. And while some Democrats are dancing around the issue, one senator cut through the noise like a sledgehammer. John Kennedy didn't mince words. He's fed up and he's calling for consequences that actually mean something. And if you haven't heard what he said yet, buckle up, because you're about to.
So now we get this disturbing development, I should say. DHS reporting that assaults on ICE agents are surging. Secretary Noem posting this. Just in, our brave ICE law enforcement are now facing an 830% increase in assault against them. This new data reflects the violence against our law enforcement in cities across the country in the last few weeks. Politicians across the country, regardless of political stripe, must condemn this. Gavin Newsom, we're looking at you. Shots fired. Republican Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana is here now. Sir, hello to you. I don't see this ending. In fact, if it's up 830% now, who knows where it'll be 6 months from today? What do you think?
They're breaking the law. And what you allow is what will continue. If you put hands on an ICE officer, you should be prosecuted, you should be sent to jail, and you should get to spend some quality time with Bubba. Until we start doing that and prosecuting these folks, it will continue. The people who believe in open borders, they're trading panic attacks, but they shouldn't be surprised. Illegal immigration is illegal, duh. President Trump ran on a platform of enforcing the law, and that's what he is doing. And if you obstruct that, you should have 2 choices. Either change the law or go to jail. And until we start putting these folks into jail, it's going to continue.
Okay, just over the past 4 or 5 days, take a sample of some Democrats on TV talking about this. Watch.
Some of the most inspiring things have been when people encircle courtrooms and refuse to allow ICE agents in.
We should expect that his efforts are only going to get worse and are only going to terrorize more people.
It's not just undocumented immigrants. There's lawful immigrants that are being rounded up.
What we're seeing is ICE agents showing up in unmarked cars, masked, and then conducting warrantless arrests.
So, and many Democrats want the ICE agents to take the mask off. Letitia James, AG here in New York. It's deeply disturbing that in the United States of America, masked agents can pull people off the streets in unmarked cars without ever identifying themselves as law enforcement. Congress needs to act now to ensure that all law enforcement agencies, including ICE, are held to basic standards of transparency, accountability, and respect for civil rights, end quote. Does she get her way on that?
You know, one of the curiosities of politics to me is why my Democratic colleagues have embraced open borders. I mean, that's what they're asking for. They're saying throw the border open and let anybody come in. And that's what they convinced President Biden to do. It just leads to chaos. The American people don't support it. It's bad policy. It's bad politics. And for the life of me, I don't understand why my Democratic colleagues embrace it. Do they think it's immoral to vet people at the border? Every country does it. Are they trying to bring in new voters? I don't know. But as I've said in another context, somebody needs to tell them that the voices in their heads are not real. The American people do not support open borders.
And that's how it's done. Clear, direct, and absolutely long overdue. You put hands on a federal officer, you go to jail. Not therapy, not a slap on the wrist, jail, period. But for some reason, that's become a controversial thing to say. And the media spins it like ICE agents are the problem, like enforcing immigration law is some sort of act of violence in itself. No, what's violent is dragging agents out of cars, ambushing them in the street, and treating the southern border like a lawless free-for-all. Department of Homeland Security talking about an 830% increase on assaults to ICE agents. That is not a bump. That's a war zone. These men and women are out there doing their jobs that most politicians don't even have the backbone to talk about, let alone do. And where's the outrage from the left? Where's the press conference from Gavin Newsom urging calm? Where's AOC's teary-eyed Instagram lives about agents being hospitalized and beaten? Nowhere, because they don't want order. They want open chaos. They want to flood the country with illegal migrants, then pretend that ICE are the bad guys for trying to stop it. But Kennedy nailed it. What you allow is what will continue. That's the line right there, and he's right. If you don't prosecute it, it escalates. If you don't draw a line in the sand, they'll walk all over it. And the people who pay the price aren't the elites in D.C. surrounded by armed guards themselves. It's the agents on the ground. It's the families petrified and terrified of the father or mother who are doing their jobs every day, defending the border, deporting illegal immigrants. And it's the taxpayers like you and I for footing the bill for all this chaos. Let's be real. This isn't about immigration anymore. It's about control. It always has been. And if you erase the border, ignore federal law, and demonize law enforcement, you're the one that's breaking the system. And once the system breaks, there's no going back. ICE is doing its job. Let them be. They're not the enemy. They're not the extremists. They're not the ones breaking the law. But you wouldn't know that if all you watch is CNN. So yeah, maybe it takes someone like John Kennedy to say what nobody else will. Touch an ICE agent, and you should be the one spending quality time with Bubba. It shouldn't be controversial. It should be standard. This is Andy with TrendingPolitics.com. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and share this video. I'll see you next time.